Well, Husky 1 came into our lives in Vizzini. It was Francis and Jean and I who ended up meeting Husky 1 the first time. The moment we started setting up these ceramic steps, Husky 1 joined us and walked all through the town with us. And then we got on the bus or into the vans and stuff, and away we went. The next day we were starting our walk in Vizzini, and the moment we started marching, Husky 1 appeared.
And as we walked along the road, this one little dog sort of tagged along and started walking with us. And as we got to the town limits, different people tried to shoo the dog back because we thought, well, I thought it was a stray dog, but some people assumed it had a home and that if it came too far with us, maybe it wouldn't be able to get back. So they tried to shoo it back into the town and it wouldn't go. And so it stayed with us, and as we marched along, it would pick different people to hang out with at different times. At the end of the march that day, we planted some markers on a little rise above the road within sight of Grammichele. People were gathering around to have our little daily ceremony, and the dog came up and sort of wrapped itself around one of the markers.
Come on, get out of there.
No, we don't want you pissing on that. Piss on that.
And then we had the marker ceremony where Husky 1 went and lied down in front of this one marker for a flyer who had been killed and wouldn't move. And a whole bunch of people were, trying to move the dog. Everyone was afraid the dog was going to pee on the marker. And so there was a great effort to move the dog. And then finally, it was Steve actually said, "Well, maybe we should let's just let him stay there."
Oh God, as we dedicate these markers today, we ask you to bless the memory of these men and their sacrifice. Just eternal grants unto them, O Lord, and let light perpetual shine upon them. Amen. Amen.
We're setting up and Don's getting ready, and we look over to the right, and the Carabineries were there. We also had two vehicles, one in front, one in back, and there's four guys, and we're looking at them and they're talking to each other, and a couple of them look like their eyes are popping out of their skulls. So we finished the ceremony, and then after we went and talked to them, it was like, is there something wrong? And they're going, no, why? He said, well, you look like you seen a ghost. And he goes, no, the dog did. He goes, what are you talking about? He goes, like, well, the dog, the ghost of that soldier and that marker was in the dog watching you guys pay homage to the other soldiers that died. And going like, yeah, right. He goes like, no, we're serious. That dog is there, and that soldier's soul is in that dog. And going like, are you serious? And they were.
Penso di sì, perché era raro che arrivasse così il cane e seguisse tutta la fila.
We think so because it's very rare that a dog would follow the whole troop all that way. Very rare.
The dog came with us all the way into Grammichele. It was really hot that day. And the dog crawled off under a bench or something to get some shade and was still with us. And we were sort of remarking on how odd this was. And then we turned our attention to the ceremony. And as soon as the ceremony was over, we looked around for the dog, and the dog was gone. And then the next day, when we were out on the march, the Carabinieri who were protecting us said, whatever happened to that dog from yesterday? We said, strangest thing, it just followed us all day and then disappeared. And they said, we believe that was the spirit of one of your soldiers. And chills all went down all of our backs, and we thought, yes, that sounds about right.